Right now it's 6 new regulations to increase monitoring for PFAS in public water systems.
And the Community Connection Center gets ready to move locations.
You're watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now at 6.
Good evening, everyone, and thanks for joining us for News 8 Now at 6. I'm Ken Kozarowski.
And I'm Emily Brown.
The man accused of homicide and attempted homicide in the 2022 Apple River stabbings is found guilty. The jury finding Nikolai Mew guilty of 1 count of first-degree reckless homicide, 4 counts of first-degree recklessly endangering safety, and 1 count of battery. The trial lasted 8 days, with more than 3 dozen witnesses taking the stand. The jury began deliberations after closing arguments Wednesday and reached a verdict this morning. Mew stabbed 5 people on the river on July 30th, 2022, killing 17-year-old Isaac Schumann and injuring 4 others. The victims ranged in age from 17 to 24 and were from Wisconsin and Minnesota.
A liberal member of Wisconsin's Supreme Court is not seeking a 4th term. Justice Ann Walsh Bradley announcing that her current term on the bench will be her last. Bradley is currently serving her 3rd 10-year term, which is up in 2025. In a statement, Bradley says, quote, "My decision has not come lightly, but it's just time to pass the torch, bringing fresh perspectives to the court." Bradley's exit will leave an opening for conservatives to try to win back control of the court's makeup after Janet Protasewicz's win flipped the court to liberal control last year.
It's the news clean water advocates have been waiting for. New federal regulations are putting strict limits on forever chemicals that are found in drinking water.
News 8 Now's Allison Ferget met with advocates today who hope this will bring about wider change throughout Wisconsin. Allison.
Ken and Emily, PFAS can be found in everyday products, but they are connected to serious health problems, and they're becoming more prevalent in water systems like this one. Now, the EPA says these new regulations on public drinking water will save thousands of lives. The new federal regulations require public water systems to test for 6 different kinds of PFAS. The new regulations move the PFAS contamination standard down to just 4 parts per trillion, the equivalent of 4 drops of water in 20 Olympic-sized swimming pools.
This is an investment in people's health. PFAS is a health crisis, right? It's not an inconvenience, it's a health crisis.
The EPA estimates 6 to 10% of the nation's water systems will need to make changes, and that could include systems in the Coulee region and Chippewa Valley. The new federal regulations come as Wisconsin Governor Tony Evers called the state's Joint Finance Committee to a special session, and he's asking them to come to an agreement on how to distribute $125 million that was set aside to address PFAS. So we will have to see how that meeting goes on Tuesday, but for now, cities like La Crosse are going to be monitoring their water systems and doing what they can to help reduce those PFAS contamination levels. Live in La Crosse, Allison Ferget, Ken and Emily, back to you.
All right, thank you, Allison. In the meantime, I was driving with the windows down today.
Oh, yeah, it was that nice out.
I had the air conditioner on yesterday, but we have seen a little bit of storm-like conditions, maybe the southern half of our DMA.
It depends on where you were. You actually had some sun today, clouds, some rain, and some areas actually picked up quite a bit of rain so far. Just depends, like I said, kind of the nature of showers and the storms in the system. But overall, for La Crosse and Eau Claire's picked up a little bit of rain. La Crosse is mainly now cloud cover. We still could see a shower maybe this evening, but the chances get less and less as we go throughout. Getting back down to 50, but the wind from the northwest will be the story tonight and through tomorrow behind this system. Eau Claire, too, has had a little bit of rain, but we're going to see then clearing skies eventually later, but still getting back down to 49 with that northwest wind at 10. Radar shows a lot of activity further to the east, kind of a stalled out area just to Richland County and eastern Vernon County. Otherwise, we zoom in. There's just a few showers east of Eau Claire. If you get any of this, you're going to get like maybe 500s, maybe a tenth at the most. Otherwise, you go further south. The one to note is US 14 down there that's getting pretty much hammered with a lot of showers and thunderstorms. Precipitation amounts are over a ½ inch in just a very narrow area. So once again, some areas are getting it, most areas are not. Overall tonight, we'll just see the decrease in activity through about 9 to 10, and throughout the night then we'll see clearing skies temporarily with temperatures getting back down into the lower 40s. As we work out the way out for the next several days, we are going to be climbing that temperature back up with potentially 70, maybe even 80, depending on where you are this weekend. So we got some great weather ahead. I'll break that down, including the thunderstorms that'll be coming back next week too.
All right, a lot to break down. Thank you, Greg. Community Connection Center, a social gathering place for seniors in La Crosse, set to close its doors at the end of June.
News 8 Now's Michael Germain is live in the studio with their relocation plans. And Michael, program leaders are saying the changes ahead will be a good thing.
That's right, Ken and Emily. The Community Connection Center lease is set to expire on June 30th, 2024. Although it's a big transition, program leaders are hopeful about the future space.
So the city decided to not renew the lease here at this space.
Since 2021, the Community Connection Center has been a senior gathering place, hosting different programs, events, and activities. But that will all change soon.
We wanted to be conscious of the tax dollars that were going into this facility.
The center wants to better utilize the resources they already have. In May, all the current programs will be moving to the Black River Beach Neighborhood Center and the Southside Neighborhood Center.
On the flip side, we were also really excited to kind of piece that puzzle together and still have those programs and then just have different locations for them.
One of those programs at the center is the Art Club. Bill Eddy has run the program for the past 15 years and says the move will be more convenient for seniors.
We're kind of happy to move. I work with seniors a great deal, and it's difficult access for seniors here. Parking is very easy. Accessibility is very easy, so I'm looking forward to the move.
Now, Crawley anticipates the transition will be very smooth and adds that a new lease in the future is still unknown. Ken and Emily?
All right, Michael, thanks very much.
6 community volunteers are competing to conduct the La Crosse Symphony Orchestra this spring. And at the same time, these conductor wannabes are raising money for a nonprofit of their choice. Michael Scott is raising money for the diaper bank at the Parenting Place. He says diapers are something that families will always need.
Diapers are very expensive. It's a real budget breaker for a lot of families, and by providing these diapers, we are alleviating a lot of family stress and just really giving our families some concrete support.
Each vote is a minimum of $2. Half will go to LSO and the other half will go to the candidate's chosen charity. The winner and runner-up with the most votes will each get to conduct a piece with the La Crosse Symphony Orchestra at their May 4th concert. To support Scott or a different candidate, just head to the LSO's website. We'll have that link on our digital platforms.
Today, the Winona Family and Children's Center hosted an annual art competition. Children from around the Coulee region submit artwork illustrating positive things they can do with their hands for a chance to win a $50 gift card. The topic, Hands Are For, was chosen to raise awareness for Child Abuse Prevention Month.
Our partners here, Family and Children's Center, really work with their kids also. And what can you do in a positive light to make your life better, other kids' lives better, your family better, your community better? And some of the art shows that. What can we do?
More than 400 art projects were submitted this year. Organizers say it's one of their best turnouts in the 24 years they've done this. An Arizona Supreme Court abortion ban ruling is causing a nationwide discussion.
How the topic is becoming a presidential campaign issue when we come back.
Get solar and get saving with Olson Solar Energy in the La Crosse area.
When you're talking to someone and you call someone at Olson Solar, it's not someone in Utah, it's not someone in California, it is someone local right here. By doing that, we control the entire process. So we control the project management, we control the design, we control the installation, the electric, the hookup, permitting, and that really sets us apart.
Stop into our location near you or give us a call and ask us about our Earth Day promo.
You made a cow.
Actually, it's a piggy bank. My inspiration to start saving.
How about a more solid way to save?
I'm listening.
Well, BMO helps get your savings habit into shape with a cash reward every month you save.
Cash reward?
And there's a cash bonus when you open a new checking account to get you started.
Wow. Anything you can't do?
Mugs.
Isn't it time you turn your backyard into the oasis you've always wanted? Come to La Crosse Fireplace Company and find your outdoor setup. Imagine gathering with family and friends around your wood-fired pizza oven. Sit back and relax around your new fire table. Available in different sizes and styles to fit your lifestyle and budget. Stop in this month and receive 15% off all in-stock outdoor products. La Crosse Fire Paste Company, because your place is outside by the fire.
Arizona has become the epicenter in the battle over reproductive rights after that state Supreme Court upheld a law that predates the state banning nearly all abortions.
The issue could end up being a driving factor in the 2024 presidential campaign for a state which will help decide the outcome. Skylar Henry has more details from Washington, D.C.
Vice President Kamala Harris heads to Arizona Friday to speak about reproductive rights, a trip announced after Arizona's Supreme Court upheld an 1864 law enacting a near total ban on abortions in the state.
President Biden and Vice President Harris will continue to stand with the vast majority of Americans who support a woman's rights to choose.
Arizona is one of the few battleground states in November's presidential election, and the Biden campaign sees this issue driving voter turnout.
Women's rights are the most important thing going on in this election, and the fact that we've made such strides, but to have it all taken away has been very motivating for women and for men.
Thursday, the campaign launched a 7-figure advertising blitz in the state, trying to tie former President Trump to the rollback of reproductive rights.
If Donald Trump gets back in power, what freedom will you lose next? Your body and your decisions belong to you.
After previously hinting that he may be open to a national ban on abortions following 15 weeks, this week Trump said the issue should be left to the states, while attempting to distance himself from Arizona's ruling.
Mr. President, did Arizona go too far? Did Arizona go too far? Yeah, they did, and that'll be straightened out. And as you know, it's all about states' rights. That'll be straightened out.
Wednesday, Arizona's Republican-led legislature blocked an attempt to overturn the 1864 law.
Here in Arizona, for over 100 years, we have protected life from the moment of conception because life is a human right.
Arizona abortion rights advocates say they may have enough signatures to put the issue on the ballot this November. Skylar Henry, CBS News, Washington.
Colorado reproductive rights advocates announced they also have enough signatures to put abortion rights on the ballot in November in that state.
And Iowa's Supreme Court heard arguments today on the so-called fetal heartbeat bill, which bans abortions after a heartbeat can be detected, which is sometimes within the first 6 weeks. That's often before many women know they are pregnant.
A major ride-sharing app is making sure passengers feel safe.
The 4 new safety features being added when we come back.
Although we'll deal with some showers and breezy conditions maybe on Friday, we're dealing with some nice conditions through the weekend. They'll actually all the way go through tax day next Monday, but we do have some storms next week to look at. I'll break all that down coming up on your first warm weather update after the break.
Bygoff and Rohde had your back then, and we have your back now. We've been Wisconsin's personal injury powerhouse for over 50 years. Bygoff and Rohde, serious injuries need serious lawyers.
We've all seen what's happening at our border. President Biden and Senator Baldwin's open border policy has brought more than 10 million illegal immigrants into our country. That's double the population of Wisconsin. Our country was already struggling to provide housing and health care to our citizens. And tragically, we're losing over 100,000 Americans a year to the drugs that pour over our open border. Their policy is wrong. I'm Eric Hovde. I approve this message, and I'll work to fix this problem.
It's our lowest prices of the season at Blaine's Farm and Fleet. Right now, shop unbeatable deals on the things you need for spring. like a great range of Scott's and Miracle-Gro premium lawn and garden products, including Scott's Turf Builder Weed and Feed, $59.99 after sale and $10 mail-in rebate. Scott's Grub-X Season-Long Grub Killer, $22.99 after sale and rebate. And 2 cubic foot bags of Miracle-Gro garden soil, just $9.99. Don't miss our lowest prices of the season in-store or online at farmandfleet.com.
Right now with Papa Murphy's, we've got a great deal.
Which means I make more great pizza.
It's not an I thing, Dad. It's a we thing.
Yeah, but I ordered it online. I did the taking. I did the baking.
There's no I in team, honey. There is an I in pizza.
Right now, get a large 2-topping take and bake pizza for just $10.99. Papa Murphy's. We make great pizza, so you can make the pizza great.
Such a great deal.
Order now at papamurphys.com.
Spring has sprung, the grass has riz. I wonder where the furniture is. At King Furniture, of course.
During our spring clearance event, save an additional 10% off our already low prices. Plus, take advantage of 0% free financing, recliners, sofas, sectionals, dining rooms, and more. With our huge selection of in-stock furniture, low price guarantee, and free delivery, why shop anywhere else?
It's the King Furniture Spring Clearance Sale.
By Goff and Rohde, we've been Wisconsin's personal injury powerhouse for over 50 years, and we have the #1 personal injury attorney in Eau Claire. By Goff and Rohde, serious injuries need serious lawyers.
The news continues on News 8 Now. Expect more.
Women using the rideshare service Uber now have more safety options.
Uber says it's added 4 new safety features to the app.
Now, there's a PIN verification giving riders the option to get a 4-digit code to make sure they're getting into the correct car.
There's the ride check feature that lets you know if a driver goes off course, stops unexpectedly, or ends a trip early.
An audio recording feature in the app can record your trip and secure the encrypted audio on your phone.
It isn't accessible to the driver or Uber unless an incident is reported to Uber, then the company can access it.
Riders can also share their trip with a friend or family member for an added layer of protection.
All or just some of the features can be turned on automatically based on time or location, or can be set for all trips. And I think men need this safety feature as well.
Yeah.
You never know.
For sure, absolutely. The one about like a wrong turn or like take the stop early, wouldn't you just notice that as the person in the car though?
Yeah.
You know, like, oh, I don't think we're at the thing I need to be at.
Sometimes people are looking at their phone though, getting
Those
distracted.
darn phones.
Yeah, I know. They'll get you in danger, potentially.
Yeah.
Well, the region saw some showers today, but it looks like that's all clearing up for the weekend. Let's send it over to Greg for the latest.
Yeah, pretty much we're going to see just the showers, thunderstorms this evening, but everything clears up. Really, if you look out to the west, here's the activity that's going on with this low to the east, but out to the west, the jet stream is one branch to the south, one going all the way up to the north, which generally means dry conditions and warmer as that jet works its way further north. That is what is eventually going to be coming our way in due time after we get through Thursday with the wind behind this system. That'll be the one player we'll deal with just for tomorrow, and then that conditions will improve. So breezy but dry Friday, 70s, definitely could be 80s. I think further south you go, the better shot for 80. And thunderstorms look to return Monday night and Tuesday, and we could see some severe or even heavy rainfall with that type. But for this evening, showers and some storms will continue, but I think after about 9 or 10, it's really going to be a sprinkle or two that you're going to see for most areas. It won't mount to too much. Actually clearing skies briefly to the north. That'll go out throughout the area as temperatures fall back into the 40s waking up. We should have clear skies or at least partly cloudy skies tomorrow morning, increasing clouds briefly by noon. Then we'll probably see clearing skies in the afternoon. Notice the temperature is still mid-50s, not too bad for this time of year. The wind will be the other story. 15 to 20 out of the northwest. That'll start to drop off in the afternoon hours. We'll see clearing skies towards Friday evening. Friday evening looks just fine. Winds will die off. Temperatures in the 50s, so no issues to go with that. Those conditions continue for the most part through the weekend. The only thing that we're watching for maybe Saturday night and Sunday night, Saturday night into Sunday, is a brief little cold front that may come through. All you're going to see with this maybe is a little bit of a wind shift right there through Sunday. So that might keep temperatures a little cooler going further north into the low 70s. But other than that and some clouds, it won't amount to too much as it stays further northeast. Beyond that, then, we're going to keep an eye on once we get to Monday as that system begins to lift into the plains. And ahead of it, we should have good conditions Monday. But by Monday night, we're going to have a warm front lift north. And that's going to provide showers and thunderstorms. And that'll continue through Tuesday as the low begins to lift north up into Iowa. Depending on the track of where this actually ends up, That does bode well for even some severe potential and actually some heavy rainfall. And then it's probably going to linger here probably through Wednesday, maybe even a little bit into Thursday as it begins the weekend. So we're definitely looking at a wet period. Really good bet for severe weather down there this far out. It's pretty impressive for Monday to see in the plains. And then it lifts north towards Tuesday, so we're going to keep an eye on it. Once again, it all depends on where this storm tracks to see the severe potential, but we do have that potential Monday night through Tuesday. Along with that, the heavy rainfall potential is there too. Right now, just a slight risk, and that's going to lead to some flash flooding depending on how things plan out. But we're going to keep an eye on that too going into the same period with the same system. It's a pretty strong system, but it's very typical for springtime. But in the meantime, a few showers tonight. They'll still taper off by midnight or earlier. Partial clearing, temperatures getting back down into the 40s, maybe some upper 30s. Waking up tomorrow morning, should see plenty of sun, but then we'll have cloud cover briefly come in before noon and then actually leave in the afternoon. Temperatures pretty seasonal, upper 50s, 60s. The only big change tomorrow we'll notice is that northwest wind, about 15 to 20, will keep things a little cooler than it actually feels. Really, the weekend still looks good. Mid 70s, the 80 potential, maybe like northeast Iowa, southwest Wisconsin might get that 80. And then everyone will see pretty dry conditions Monday before it gets very active Monday into Tuesday. And like I said, it's springtime, so that all goes with the severe potential there, heavy rain. So I'll play on that out. And then later on, it may linger all the way through next week. So enjoy the weekend because next week it's a little bit more active.
All right. Thanks, Greg.
Well.
Coming up next in sports, the Brewers and Twins both getting rained out today. But the weather in lacrosse, absolutely perfect for some action on the softball circle. MVC rivals head-to-head over at Logan. Rob's up next.
Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions, your choice for quality, affordable windows, installed by our experienced team. Contact us or stop into our showroom today for your free estimate.
I worked as a truck driver for 36 years.
And then one day I got this letter.
Your retirement will be cut.
Will be cut in half.
You don't forget something like that.
Every paycheck we put money away.
But because of Wall Street greed, boom, it was gone.
But Tammy Baldwin saw what they were doing and wrote a bill to save our retirement.
Then she fought like hell to pass it.
What Tammy Baldwin did for our families, you don't forget something like that.
I'm Tammy Baldwin, and I approve this message.
At Drury's in Fountain, Minnesota, we're bringing out all the latest styles for patio and outdoor furniture. From dining sets to sectionals and even fire tables, they're all on sale. We've got all of our favorites in stock. That means no waiting. Plus, for a limited time, you'll receive free delivery on your outdoor furniture. Shop the best quality brands from Homecrest and Brizesta, furniture that's designed to last in any weather. Sale prices and free delivery happening now at Drury's in Fountain, Minnesota. Voted your favorite furniture store.
There's never been a better time to switch to Spectrum. Spectrum Internet offers speed and reliability, while advanced Wi-Fi gives you best-in-class security for all your connected devices. And Spectrum Mobile delivers unlimited talk, text, and data with nationwide 5G included. Switch now and get Spectrum Internet for $49.99, plus advanced Wi-Fi and one Spectrum Mobile Unlimited line free for 12 months. Start saving today. Visit Spectrum.com, a Spectrum store, or scan to call now.
I was born with a heart defect. For most of my life, it was safe to monitor with regular checkups. When I was ready to start a family, we knew it was time to make my heart strong enough for pregnancy. I was nervous, but my team at UW Health specializes in complex procedures, so they knew how to help my heart keep up with my dreams. They had the expertise I needed when I needed it, and now I'm ready for the next adventure. UW Health. Remarkable.
Covering all of the exciting action from your community, here's News 8 Now's Rob Schiff.
The high school spring sports season is finally in full swing. We've had some great action this week, and it continued this afternoon on the softball circle with two MVC rivals going head-to-head. Let's go to Logan High. Rangers hosting Holman. Vikings put up one in the first, but bottom one. Molly Erickson at the plate. She gets all of this one, a laser beam to left center field. That one gets out in a hurry. A solo blast for Erickson ties it at 1. But top two, Holman heating up. Taylor Everson lines a base hit to left field. Vikings with 2 runners on. Then it's Molly Towner at the plate. She chops one to short. Nice play by Adriana Lean, but everybody's safe. Vikings will take the lead on a sac fly. And then it's Macy Klein blowing this one open. She goes back up the box for a base hit. That's going to score 2. Here comes Towner rounding third. She'll score easily. 2-run single by Klein. Vikings put up a 4 spot in the inning. They lead it 5-1 early on. I'll have a final score from this one later on tonight. On the Pro Diamond, Brewers won't have a chance to make it 3 out of 4 in Cincy. Their game today against the Reds postponed because of rain. It will be made up on August 30th as the first game of a split doubleheader. Milwaukee took 2 out of 3 this series, improving its record to 8-3 on the year. The Crew continues its road trip this weekend as they open up a 3-game set in Baltimore starting tomorrow night. As for the Twins, they were supposed to start a 4-game set in Detroit today. That one postponed as well. Instead, Minnesota will play 2 against the Tigers on Saturday, with the first game starting at 12:10. Twins are currently 4-6 on the year. They salvaged the series finale against the Dodgers on Wednesday. Former NFL star O.J. Simpson passed away earlier today at the age of 76 after a battle with prostate cancer. Simpson is regarded as one of the best running backs in NFL history. He was the first running back to eclipse 2,000 yards in a single season, but his legacy was changed forever in 1994 after the murder of his ex-wife Nicole Brown Simpson and her friend Ronald Goldman. A criminal court found Simpson not guilty of that murder in 1995, but he was found liable in a civil trial in 97, was ordered to pay $33.5 million to the Brown and Goldman families. Emily, we were just talking about this. Most of my memories of Simpson were this trial. I was 8 years old when it happened. Obviously from the movies, he made his kind of name a little more in the Naked Gun movies, but his legacy was changed forever.
Completely plagued that football and movie career. Yeah, I'll remember the chase, that infamous chase.
Absolutely. All right, Rob, thanks very much.
All right, we'll be right back after this.
At Ashley Spring Semi-Annual Sale, you can spring into savings with Hot Buy $7.99 and under. Plus, shop our Spring Sofa Sale with 0% interest until April 2029 on in-store purchases. Hurry in and meet the all-new Ashley today.
So, all of us are here to talk about trading. Right now at US Cellular, you can get a new phone without having to trade in your old one.
Trade you my PB&J for that phone.
No, kid, you don't have to trade. See? $830 off any phone at US Cellular. No trade-in needed.
You drive a hard bargain. Boom. Chocolate milk.
You don't have to trade. I'll take the chocolate milk.
Okay.
Get $830 off any phone. No trade-in needed with any unlimited data plan.
You want to provide something safe and reliable, something that won't break down when they need it and is there to support them in the good times and bad. Purchasing a vacuum is like buying a car. You want the best for what you pay for. A vacuum you can depend on to last years. Don't settle for a cheap big box model when you can get a vacuum that is made to last and does exactly what it needs to do. Visit A1 Vacuum Sales and Service.
A1 Vacuum. Our business is picking up.
Meet the all-new Ashley. Discover new styles in remodeled stores, offering everything you need to create inspired spaces. From our store to your door. The new Ashley. It's the love of home.
All right, still a few showers out there for some areas, maybe a storm. Everything could kind of taper off after 10 p.m. If you do get one, it should be fairly light rainfall. Breezy conditions tonight, about 10 to 15. Tomorrow, 15 to 20 in the morning for a wind. We'll have, really, the weekend still looks good. 70s, potentially an 80. And then next weekend, a week after Monday, it's going to get quite active with storms coming in.
Changes coming for sure.
Yep.
All right, thanks for joining us tonight at 6.
We'll see you at 10.